So I was super excited to have Jashi here today. I'm going to let him introduce himself. Who are
Sure.
you? How did we come to know each other? Do you remember how old you were when we met?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay.
remember a lot. I remember a lot. I'm Jashi Mead, Dowdy Mead. Um,
That's your government. Do you have like
yeah,
a nickname? No,
Jashi. I
just
think it just
Jashi,
like
right? Yeah.
yeah. I think it just works.
It is like a first name that just like
Yeah,
sticks,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
yeah. Former athlete, um, former coach. Uh, I'm just a great human being.
You really are.
Yeah.
Like, and you have been like since you were,
hmm
tiny when I had you.
Right.
Were you into sketching? What was
Right.
your art?
So when I got to 113, I was always like a natural writer. So
Ah,
like in elementary school, well, Catholic school, I feel like it was a build up. Like
yeah.
from Catholic school, I went from Catholic school to like from first grade to third grade,
Okay.
and then I transferred to public school to 282, where we did like a lot of like creative writing, fiction writing, and stuff like that.
Oh,
And I was always naturally like, wanted to speak, wanted to be in front of the
yeah.
class and everything like that. So it was a natural thing. When I met you guys like enhanced it. And then Miss Padilla,
Yeah.
she was a wizard with the
Incredible.
art. So she made us artists. Well, me specifically, I can speak for me. She made me an artist that year,
Yeah.
during those 3 years. So
Yeah.
yeah,
She was no joke.
no joke at all. No joke at all.
Like
No
you were
joke.
gonna learn to blend
Yeah, yeah.
colors. You were gonna learn like
Right.
all
And
of
then it had to be right. Like yeah, it had to be right. Like, no, this is not good.
Yeah.
This is not good. Like, um, that's one thing I appreciate. Like as a kid, your feelings are hurt because you draw something and you think it like this. This is just like no. Like there's a fine line between being creative and
Yeah.
like actual art. Like let's make art. So
Yeah.
that's something I really appreciated.
So you went from middle school to did you go to Lincoln High
Yeah, I went to
School?
Lincoln
And
High
like
School.
what did you do there? Who
Uh,
did you become? Like
I became a football player. I became a jock.
oh really?
Yeah, absolutely,
Wow. You
absolutely.
abandoned art altogether.
Yeah, so that's one thing I'm battling like in my adulthood now. Is
Yeah.
like neglecting like the artistic side of myself. Because I'm so focused on football and I loved it. I don't regret playing football at all. But just like normal human emotions in the mind. And I'm watching my peers, and
Hmm.
the economy is going up, and then everybody's making these Instagram posts,
Yeah.
and just entering new
A lot of it is
spaces. Yeah,
cap though.
yeah, a lot of it is, but you know, it's still a human mind. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, so um, yeah, I'm getting back to my artistic side. I've been trying to make that jump, entering new rooms, meeting a lot of new people.
I love that.
Um,
So what's your art now? Like I cannot believe your age, but we're just gonna roll with it.
yeah.
What's your art now? Like how does art come out for you?
Um, I've been writing a lot. Yeah,
Really?
like a lot. Like that's my go-to. Specifically, coming back around pandemic, being locked down, and watching a whole bunch of shows and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Shows I didn't get to
Wh-
watch when I was younger.
Yeah, like I
Um,
was a Snowfall
yeah,
fan.
yeah. I
Like
was
straight
like,
up,
yo,
like
yeah,
every
yeah.
day.
Snowfall, Top Boy.
Yes, Top Boy.
I watched The Wire twice,
Oh,
front like
wow.
from top to bottom, bottom
Because that
back to
was
top.
like not it wouldn't have been something you should have
Yeah,
watched as
yeah,
a
yeah.
kid, but so it was probably
Right,
interesting to
right.
go back.
Yeah, Boondocks. I've been,
Wow.
like I did not watch any of that. So
Wow.
everybody's coming back to school, middle school, like, the Boondocks episode. Like, I can't watch that, guys.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
sure
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
your
yeah.
mom was like really
Yeah,
into your
yeah,
life
yeah.
and like very like
Right, yeah.
making sure you were protected.
I had a very strong village growing up,
Yeah.
and I just feel like it's worked out for me because the diversity in it.
Mm.
My parents, my family specifically being, big,
Yeah.
and then just my parents, just being personalities
Yeah.
themselves and having a lot of friends and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So, I've been around all types of people my whole entire life. So
Right.
nothing is new. That's why I always feel like I'm very I'm very easy to relate to,
Mm.
and I'm very understanding, and I'm very like sociable,
That's
like
beautiful, right? And I feel like that's what the world needs
yeah,
right
yeah,
now. Like, we don't need any more agitators. We
right,
need a
right,
whole lot of still people
right.
walking around who
So
are
I like
whole.
I've been like struggling with like title in the world,
Ooh,
and
say more.
like I spoke to my mother about this the other day. Just like struggling to find a title, right, in this world. Like you go to some people, hey, I'm a teacher. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm this, and I work for here, and I'm doing this, and I have this business, and I'm this. Like, I truly like I don't feel like I have one title. Like, oh, I don't have a title at all. I just feel like, you know, having a title, me wanting a title and me not having one is
It's attention.
yeah, it's attention.
I can tell you at my big old
Yeah.
age, having abandoned jobs that had titles, like I
Right.
was a teacher, I
Right.
was a principal. Then I moved into a real strange space where I was
Yeah.
like advocating for laws, and I didn't know how to say like what exactly is this.
Right,
And
right.
even right now, in the many things I do, I don't have a title.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
not, and I could see the tension, but I think it's beautiful at your age to already have that.
Yeah.
So then you don't let people slam you into boxes. And I think
Right.
the world is, people enjoy saying like, oh, you're a plumber,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
then that puts a set of skills. But nah, like,
Right.
I write, I sing, I think,
Yeah.
like,
And I'm just
I
like
love that for you.
my mother, like in reply to that, she was like, I raised you guys not to really have a title.
Mm.
That will put pressure on you, but she cared more about being a great person in the world,
Yeah.
like, and not just like, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be
Yeah.
this, be that, this, that, and the third. So my parents feel good, but, I'm sitting here today for a reason,
Yeah.
So just being a great person.
And it's really just about your contributions to
Right,
humanity.
right,
Like,
right.
you don't have to be, I mean, look at the president of the United States,
That's
right?
true.
Like, that's a
Yeah,
title.
yeah.
That's a big title.
Yeah.
But where's the humanity? Where's the grace? Where's the
Right.
generosity? Where's the compassion? I don't see any of it. Not in this. So sometimes the title is just performative.
I'm getting better at it. I'm turning off that internal clock.
Yeah.
That internal, like,
So you've been modeling.
yeah.
I think it's so cool. Tell me about it. Like, I see you. I'm like, is that's Jashi. So tell me about it. I don't know anything about the urban brands, like the new stuff. So you got to catch me up.
So I'll say this very humbly. Like, I've always heard, like, you look like you be on TV.
Yeah,
like,
you definitely have a model face. It's the cheekbones. It's all of it. Yeah, yeah.
So you can model, you could do this, that, and the third, and especially high school. Dressing up, having my own style. I'm not saying like it's super over the top, but just having my own style.
Yeah.
Not being rich, so having to improvise,
finessing it up. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I can't afford distressed jeans. I'm distressing myself.
Totally.
Things like that, and people always saying like, "Oh, you should model. You should do this. You look like you're doing this." But at those times, I was very focused on football.
Yeah.
Like very focused on football. When I got to high school, it was a big change.
What position did you play?
I played defensive back.
Okay.
Yeah, so corner and safety. Yeah, it was a big culture shock too. Coming from a place like 113
to Lincoln. Describe that. I mean, we sheltered you guys. We really did keep y'all kind of.
Yeah, but like, our school was 99.9 black.
Yeah, black.
And diverse in it too.
Yeah.
You had all types of different black people.
Yeah.
Inside that building with many different talents.
Very talented.
Many different ages. So, coming from that into a big school with 3,000 kids. Wow. About 4 floors. 4 gyms,
wow,
a swimming pool, photography room, yeah, you name it. A whole bunch of teams, like I remember my freshman year, listen to the announcements. It was like, yeah, we have a fencing a fencing match today at
What?
a fencing match today at 5 at blah 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 school
Yo, I would have never thought Lincoln. Wait, so where is Lincoln?
in Coney Island.
Coney Island.
Ocean Parkway, yeah.
Wow.
It's like you say Coney Island, but it's like Bryant Beach, Coney Island.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like a whole bunch of white teachers.
Yeah, that was not the case where we
not
were
at all.
at all.
Not-
at all.
White, white kids.
Mhm.
And that was diverse. They're diverse in themselves too. So,
Totally.
like, a whole bunch of Irish, Italians, Russians. What's those Middle Eastern countries like
Yemen,
Uzbekistan,
Egypt,
Yemen,
yeah.
all those kind of countries. So it was like a big culture shock, like an
Wow.
entire culture shock. It looked like the high schools that you see on TV, like I walked in and like it was literally about 1,000 people on the first floor.
Wow.
Like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm a freshman. I'm like 5'3".
You were so tiny too.
I was like 5'3", like 100, 130
with this little
pounds.
baby
Yeah.
face.
I was like, yo, I don't know what I'm coming into, but I quickly found some friends, bit by bit my freshman year. I didn't play freshman.
Okay.
I didn't play high school my freshman year.
Okay.
I did not play football my freshman year of high school. I was still playing Little League.
Okay.
For the same team that I was playing for throughout.
Like a Pop Warner thing.
Brooklyn Skyhawks.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's a team. Yeah.
So, our eighth grade year, no, my ninth grade year, our season got cut short. Because somebody was playing high school football at the same time as them. And once you get caught, on roster, it has to be reported. And our coach, I don't think it's the right decision. He was honest, and he went to the league and told, that, this player hasn't been showing up to our games either. I don't know, whatever. But long story short, they cut the season. So I was kind of like wading in the water.
Yeah, a little lost.
At that time, I'll talk about it, right after this. But my whole getting to high school experience was like crazy.
Just like the trains and
no, not even that. Like just getting into Lincoln was very like stressful.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, where did I leave off? I said.
Oh, tell me about Denim Tears.
Oh yes.
Yes. Tell me about that.
I went into a ramble. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. I know somebody. I have one of my closest friends. He knows a girl that does photography and stuff like that. I met her about 3 years ago. We became real cool, like real friends. She was taking off with her photography, just started using all of us.
What we all do,
yeah,
right?
And then she honestly started working at Denim Tears. I didn't know that. And then she hit me one day, like I'm at work, and she's like, "What are you doing after work?" And I was like, I got X, Y, Z to do, but what's up?
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, would you mind coming to this Denim Tears thing?" So I'm thinking it's like, an event.
Yeah, like a little kickback.
I'm like, "Yeah, sure. I'll support you, of course." She hit me back like 2 hours later with like, "Oh, bring this. Can you bring that? This and that shit is going to be a shoot." So I'm like, "For real?" So I go there. It was like at a club, old school club right there in Bed-Stuy. And I went in. I'm like, somebody came to me. He's like, "Hey, who you here for?" I said her name. They just handed me a paper, and I had to sign away. And it was on and popping. It just happened just like that. Like, so I don't, a lot of things happen just by, to be honest, like we've been saying, being a good person, being supportive. If I would have never came to her prior events, or if I would have never supported, her photography, who knows? I would have gotten the opportunity, but I'm thankful for that, for real.
How do you think you're gonna do more modeling? Like, is this your thing now? Or do you want auditions, or are you just like that
Um,
was fun? I might find something else.
that was fun. I don't really have any like big goals for that.
Okay.
Like it's
Yeah.
just like, if I get booked, I
Yeah.
get booked. Somebody wants to do it, we can do it. Um, but I'm more like into acting. What I want to do
What?
more acting.
Stop.
No, seriously.
So have you been?
Yeah, I've done a few backgrounds.
Wait, like Tubi movies?
No, like Hulu.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? So I gotta like look for you now when I'm on Hulu.
I got like 5 seconds.
I mean, I mostly watch
Yeah,
Divorce Court
yeah.
anyway, so like it wouldn't even matter.
I did Mike Tyson. That's on Hulu.
Okay.
I did that a couple years ago. I just did Aaron Hernandez story
Oh
on
wow.
Hulu. Yeah, so we're out there for like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Nice.
Was doing like put me back into football. We was like
Oh,
doing
word?
yeah. I was dressed up as football player, everything like the high school part. Doing background. So yeah,
Oh
that
my
one
God.
was pretty cool.
That is cool.
That one
So
was
what
pretty
are you
cool.
doing for work? Like what are you
I work in a shelter. I work with DHS.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you find it?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's more hands on. Like I get to be more effective with people. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
in. I see. I Prior to this, I was working in school, like school aid,
Oh, so then
after
you've seen it
school. Yeah,
all.
yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
it. I've seen it all. But like I felt like in the school system, there's always like stipulations
Yeah.
on helping. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? Like
That's right.
if this kid needs a coat
I'm gonna get him a coat.
tonight,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring him a coat, whatever I could find at home, and just give him the coat.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna give him anything dirty, everything messed up.
Yeah.
Like, no, he needs a coat. Like,
Yeah.
let's get him the coat. It should be no paperwork and logistics and the
Yeah.
politics. No, I believe in like straight help. Like this,
Direct service.
yeah, direct service. I grew tired of that. Um, I didn't work the summer of 2023.
Okay.
That's when I did the Aaron Hernandez thing.
Okay.
So I was able to, hold on to some money and
That's
make
good.
some until I ran into the shelter job, and they're paying pretty good,
Yeah. Yeah.
because all the migrants were new and stuff like
Yep.
that.
So you were right up front with
Yeah,
that
right
crisis.
right up front.
Wow.
Right, like
How has that I mean, I in human service
Mhm.
find myself much more empathy. I mean, I've been serving people my whole life
Mhm.
from like 8 years old. I find myself closer to people, like much more open to what folks are
Right.
going through. I can
Yeah,
actually feel a lot of what
Right,
people
yeah,
are
yeah.
going through.
Um,
How is it, I mean, to be 29 and working in a shelter in some of the most challenging
Yeah.
times in one of the most challenging cities?
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Because I can honestly say at one point we did not know who was who.
Yeah.
Like that's the scary part. Nobody's saying that nobody can have rights, nobody can migrate or
Right.
start a new life. That's not the case, but you definitely had people in there with like sketchy
Yeah.
past, and so I've had clients who are tattooed up, and
Yeah.
coming from just learning. I'm not speaking out of purely opinion, but their culture, tattoos really do
Mean
something, especially if you're gang affiliated
Yeah.
or anything like that. So there's a whole bunch gang tattoos, and
Yeah.
I talk to people. I'm
Yeah.
not scared,
And you figure it out.
Yeah, I figured out. I had clients with ankle monitors on.
Yeah, I mean that's the work,
Yeah,
right? Like we were teaching kids
yeah,
like
yeah.
that at
Right,
one
right.
point, right?
Um, I've had some clients admit, that they used to, move drugs around. And
Yeah.
seen certain things and had to partake in certain things for their life. I've had some clients who were working class people who
Fell on hard times.
fell on hard times, or like really just being pressured by the cartel in their country to join the cartel. So I had this one client. I'm gonna say he was a working class guy back in Ecuador.
Uh-huh.
He was like he fixed phones and all that kind of
Oh,
stuff. So he made pretty good money, as he was telling me. Sending his daughters to school, they were like young teenagers, and the cartel runs like that
everything.
community and stuff like that. So they were trying to recruit his daughters,
Oh,
and eventually kill him or force him to join. And he wasn't having it. He has a younger son too, who
wow.
is autistic as well. So it's like before he gets a little bit older, let's go. So
I love that you're like one doing this because I
yeah,
think it's so important that
hmm
we all remain in the work of serving people.
right,
Like I think it's so important, but
yeah,
also it demystifies the trash we see in the media
yeah,
about, where a person came from, who they are,
hmm
like that these people are just coming here empty. And
right,
and that's like been my argument the whole
right,
time. People come here, they were real professionals.
right. No,
Like a
no,
real nurse, a real
Yeah,
plumber,
yes,
a real
yeah.
teacher,
That's
and they have something to contribute to
Yeah,
our
I've
society.
seen some very cool things from the clients I've worked with, like some really cool things. Like they don't even know, they don't even know. Some of them are not like really aware of the skills that they possess.
Mm,
Like having to do. We're privileged.
very.
Um, I could go out, I could go outside and go buy a bike,
Yeah,
and it'll just be fine. I ride that bike for the next 3 years,
yeah,
right? But some of them, like as discussed with personally with these clients, some of them, like I don't have anything, so
totally.
I had to make the bike. I had
Yeah.
to take the parts and make the bike. Or I had to, find ways to make money, like
Mm-hmm.
outside. I don't want to be in a gang. I don't want to live
Gotta
that life
hustle.
here, so I
Yeah.
gotta hustle. So I've had clients. I've seen this father slash husband. He didn't have a car yet. He couldn't afford the moped yet. The papers, like driver's
All
license,
the stuff, all the barriers.
all
There's
of that,
so many
yeah,
barriers.
all of those things. Um, he found the bike. He took a whole bunch of like car pieces, and I promise you not, he put a motor on
The bicycle?
on the
Whole
bicycle,
engineer.
whole engineer, whole mechanic,
Wow.
and it was work. He was letting the other clients like ride it, test it out, and it was working like
What?
with the whole like seat back and everything. And he
What?
started moving
And you
around,
use it until you don't have to.
right? And then they moved out now, so
Yeah.
those are the stories that I live for. Those are stories that I work for. Like
Oh,
those are like, yeah. And
I
working in the
love
schools,
that.
like it's just like from my experience working in the schools and working in the shelter now, like I see like it's like a full circle moment. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I see why kids come to
Oh,
school the way why they come to school. I see why parents act the way that they do. Some people really have
they're struggling.
they're struggling, and I've had some clients. You would think that, sheesh, this lady looks good. This man is
Right,
sharp.
right,
This man
right.
is looks put together.
Yeah.
They come in back to the shelter,
Yeah.
which
No, I
is
know.
which is absurd, and
It's tough,
yeah,
yo.
it is very tough. It's saddening too, like.
It's kind of cool though because what you've done is like speed up the circle.
Mhm.
So for you, you're full circle for me.
All
Like
right.
the beauty is that I've had so many students in 23, 20 something
Yeah.
years now. Um, and you don't see immediately who they'll be, what they'll
Right.
become, the
Right.
values they'll
Mhm.
carry until you see them like this, and
Right.
it's like, wow,
Yes.
that's it's my work is done,
Yeah.
right? Like it pays itself back
Right.
when I see my students working to really make a difference in the world.
I wanted to say that today. I wanted to touch on that today. Like my middle school experience, like I don't think you guys understand. Like everything that I've learned is from 113.
Yeah.
Everything that I've learned is literally from 113. I can't tell you one thing I learned in Lincoln.
Yeah.
You know. And it's not to say Lincoln has bad
No,
academics or
no.
anything like that, but
113 was a
yeah, it was a
special place.
very special
It's a
place.
special place. And
Very
I'll tell you, like, when people ask me, like, so how did you get into education? I say, like, look, I was raised in Fort Greene pre-gentrification.
right, yeah.
And,
Yes.
there was a culture there
Mhm.
that was about raising children to be humans,
Right.
raising teachers to be full people who could
Right.
pour into you.
Right.
You go to an art class or a math class and they just teaching math.
Yeah, it
At
was,
113, we was
yeah.
teaching something different.
Right. I remember and it's just these little things that go so far. It was, you were very stern. Always
I had no choice. I was like
very-
5 feet and like 23 years old. Like,
Yeah.
I was a baby.
And always pissed at us, but for good
Always,
reason.
always.
For good reason. And I remember like you yelled at us for like 2 days. Like you were like so irate with us. 'Cause I don't think we were like doing good as a class. And just normally expecting like teachers to just be like, whatever, I'm gonna get paid regardless, and all that stuff. You came back, I think it was like the next week, and you had Kanye Champion on the board already, and you had giving up is way harder than trying, and like that. First of all, you put me onto the song. You put me onto the song, but however, that was just like, I don't know, for me, and I could just like, in hindsight for the class, it was changing. That was a great approach.
That's
And then it's funny. I think that was the highest grade I got in your class. That marking period as well.
wow.
I had a 90 that marking period. I remember that. Like,
Yeah.
those are like those very little things that are just like you don't even. You probably forget about it, But,
I mean, of course I forget, right? But like, so much of you guys, y'all were raising me too, right? Like, I moved to New York. I didn't know anybody.
Right,
I had
I
a
remember.
suitcase. I didn't know. It was just me and y'all, right?
Yeah.
Like, and having grown up in incredible poverty myself and knowing like education was the only reason I was able to make money. Being good at math was the only reason I could be a teacher, because I was an economics major. I was just good at math. I just felt like this very strong responsibility to you all as I was watching a neighborhood change, watching people come in and almost like co-opt who we were and like force us out of a place that we had been and where we had been for generations. I wanted y'all to feel like you belonged on that block, no matter who bought the $1 million house across the street. Like we lived in Fort Greene, Clinton Hill, Bedside. Like that's where we lived.
At one point, Clinton Hill, there was no distinction between Clinton Hill and Bed-Stuy.
There wasn't.
It was Clinton Hill. Like Clinton Hill was Bed-Stuy essentially. When you get up there,
It's
by
all
Green,
Bed-Stuy,
when you get up there by Green and stuff like that, and like Clinton Hill, we probably just think of like Lockland, but other than that, when you go past Lockland, up Lockland, you're in Bed-Stuy now. But now it's a very
it was hard for me to watch my students leave school, and y'all used to always sit on the brownstone porches after school. Nobody really cared. And all of a sudden, people are like, why are these kids sitting on the stairs? Fuck you mean? Like, they at home. Like,
they live 2 blocks away in the projects.
Everybody knows who they are. So what's your future?
I want to own nonprofits. Like, I want to do like charity. I don't want to, think too much on it.
Yeah.
I want to just, very just direct, like get clothes and get supply and get food and just do that.
Do the work.
Literally just doing the work. And again, like I don't have any title. So, whatever like God, whatever I'm working towards, just as a person, whatever, being a better person, conjuring up some better energy, like just
Yeah.
whatever I need to do to open up doors and just.
And you've read The Alchemist, of course.
No, I haven't.
Never?
No, never.
Okay, so that's on your reading
Okay.
list. And what you'll learn in that book is there's a ton of good quotes for like finding your way in the world. I read it every year for 10 years straight. But there is one quote specifically that is once you decide what you want and you say it out loud, the universe will do all in its power to make that happen for you. And if you're already like building that inside your brain and already thinking about it and doing it, it's already on its way. It's just a matter of time.
I just want to make enough money to just, be happy, be comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to be super filthy rich or anything like that. I just, want to be comfortable. Comfortable in a good way, not just not just like above the water, but I want to be comfortable enough where I, fund my hobbies. Like, yo, listen,
totally.
I need a month. Let me just go take a trip somewhere. Or let me just woosah for a month or 2 weeks. Just live life.
Just
like
live.
Yeah, literally just live, because I feel like, a lot of people or society today, everybody's fighting to be something and fighting to be in a space and fighting, and it's just like, yo, we don't have to do any of that.
You don't.
Like, you really don't. Like,
you just be still.
Like, literally be still, be grounded, be a great person. Just,
oh my gosh.
Like, like, even like in my modeling experience, or just being in part of those parties and those rooms, and those, just like everybody in here does something like artistic, and we exchange social medias, and they have thousands of followers, and they have all types of artsy stuff on their thing, and looking at my Instagram, just like, who is this guy? But
but you're pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's like, to my point, just being a cool individual, being just a solid person, a solid friend. Like, you can forego so many steps, having to like talk to this person and be in this good graces and post all the time to keep people intrigued and stuff like that, rather than just like be an intriguing person. Like, yo, I see you. How many times I see you doing this? Like, why don't you come? Come join us here, and see how you like it and stuff like that. And that's what I've been doing, just taking it bit by bit.
I love that, and it's interesting. So many people your age are so disembodied.
Right. Yes.
Like, they're literally sleeping in their bodies.
Literally.
Scrolling through life, wandering through life, like just not inside their bodies at all.
Just faking it, It's a lot of faking going on.
It's heartbreaking, a lot of pretending. And so to hear that you are fully present and fully embodying all that you want to be, I mean, honestly, that's the best first step.
It took some time.
It takes time.
It definitely took some time. I think I died a couple. So many times.
And you will continue to.
Yeah.
That is life. There's a word, paideia.
Yeah.
And it means to perpetually die to yourself over and over and over again until you reach your supreme being.
It's like, I don't know, like, I've spoken to somebody like last year around this time, and we were catching up, and it was like, like, what have you been up to? Like, what's been going on? It's like, I don't even really remember. Like, it's like so many things have transpired, and so many different parts of myself, so many different versions of myself, so many different financial spaces, up, down, middle, side, like just so many things. I'm just like, I don't know, but I'm here now. Like, I'm just.
And if you can survive them all, like, you're going to win, because then the money doesn't matter. Right? Like, I know how to eat ramen noodles and hot dogs, just like I know how to go to the best restaurant in New York City, right?
I think that's also saving me too. Like just the humbleness. Like, listen, like, yes, I can go get some steak.
Yeah.
I'll probably go get the $3 steak today from the grocery store. And make some rice, and
And we'll be good.
And I'll be good.
Yeah,
good
rice and beans don't ever hurt nobody.
Yeah, at all.
But thank you so much. Thank you
you
for being my teacher. When I was in such a formative stage in my own career, and I'm grateful for you and the work that you're doing, and really consider what you're doing an extension of what I believe God, the universe, whomever has wanted to do with my life. And I feel incredibly grateful
Thank you.
to have been a part of your building.
You should feel extremely good. Extremely good. You, Miss Harris.
My partner.
Yeah. I mean, literally that whole entire 113, I just, you spoke about God, and just like God does everything for a reason. Like, He put all of us in there for a reason, even the ones, coming after us. Like, that was something about that. 07 to 2010, 2011, like, something about those years in that school was very, like, magical. And from Mr. Kirkland, seeing, like, just the representation, but the work and the action and the everything that else follows. Like, you see Mr. Kirkland in a suit, you see all Mr. Church dressed up, Mr. Cummings, you see everybody dressed up and stuff like that. But it's so easy to present yourself like that,
right?
But like, those men, they followed up. They
and they're still like that.
Yeah, right.
And they still hold me down. And there's still people you can call.
Right.
I'm sure you see Church walking around Brooklyn. I call him the commissioner.
my young sister, my little sister, and she was going to, I think it was middle school as well. I think he had left, 113.
Yeah, he was with me over at the school I started.
And I think she's like, is this? Da-da-da. No, my mother went up to the school. She's like, looks familiar. I took a picture of him. She came back home and showed me. I was like, oh, that's Mr. Church.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, wow.
That's him.
Like,
he's just bald now.
Yeah.
That's all.
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen anybody. And I've seen Miss Harris this year. Every time I see Miss Harris, I get.
She look amazing. Yeah. She's just like such a beautiful energy.
Yeah, like,
just like
she. Every time I see her, she just makes me like almost cry.
I know.
Like, I used to work at Starbucks, and she came by randomly, and I was, fixing something, and she's like, I hear my name, Jashi. I'm like, turn around. She's like, I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god! Like, I'm literally about to cry. Like, Miss Harris is beautiful. All you guys are
She's
beautiful.
Amazing.
Miss Blaze, the other
all of them. Yes.
Miss Blaze used to walk
the Blazes.
Miss Blaze used to walk me to the train station. She'd call me in the morning. I was like, you're coming to school on time. I was struggling with time attendance at one point. Just going through a lot, at home. And she's like, no. She lived right around the corner. Literally, I never knew that. She's
in Crown Heights.
Crown Heights. And she would call me every day, 7:10. Like, come on, we get in the 7:30 train.
Wow.
I
love that.
Every morning. Those are the things that, make me who I am today.
I love that. And now you're giving it back to other people. For sure. That's beautiful.
That's for sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.